In 1607, the English tried again, this time at Chesapeake Bay, and this time they were successful. Several reasons contributed to renewed interest in North America. In 1604, a peace treaty with Spain reduced, but did not eliminate, the danger of a Spanish attack on a new colony. The great merchants and lawyers of London took a new interest in colonization of Virginia, seeing the possibilities of profits. In 1606, King James granted them a charter to colonize and govern Virginia. In December of 1606, 3 vessels, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, left England bound for Virginia. They took the standard southerly route pioneered by Columbus via the trade winds through the Canary Islands, westward to the West Indies, and then north with the Gulf Stream to Virginia. 4 months after departing England, on April 26, 1607, the colonists reached the Chesapeake Bay. Seeking some security from Spanish discovery and attack, they navigated the broad James River about 60 miles upstream and established their settlement, Jamestown, beside a marsh on the north bank. But Jamestown lay beside a broad swamp which bred millions of mosquitoes, carriers of malaria. The stagnant river waters of summer retained the garbage and waste of the colonists, creating microbes of dysentery and typhoid fever. One of the colonists had this to say about their living conditions.
Our drink was cold water taken out of the river, which was at flood tide very salty, and at a low tide full of slime and filth, which was the destruction of many of our men.
The first year was very bad in Jamestown. They landed, I believe, 108 people, and at the end of that first year, 38 people were alive in the colony, or were in the colony. There may have been some leakage. There may have been some people who had decided to opt out and find Indian people who would take them in. But that's also not an unusual death rate. The 50% of the pilgrims died in the first year also. I mean, it's first years tend to be hard for English people in North America.